Hey, what's happening, everybody? Jay Shockblast here, and look at this. We got these two crazy little brothers. That's right, we got Loki and we got Thor. They're brothers from different mothers and fathers, apparently. Uh, don't know how that works out, but you get the drift. In any event, a lot of you guys have been asking me to make one big video of the Asgard Pack DLC, which was released to kind of celebrate Thor: The Dark World. We're playing here on the Xbox One, and I will be happy to oblige. So Thor is one of my favorite comic book characters. Huge fan. If you are not reading Thor: God of Thunder, the new series that's been out for a little over a year now, you are definitely doing yourself a disservice. One of the best comic book lines there is. Just a really fantastic story arc. They've just started getting into Malekith here recently, obviously centered around the movie. Comic book Malekith is definitely a little bit cooler than the version from the movie. Um, don't get me wrong. I loved the movie. I mean, as far as comic book movies go, I give it a 10 out of 10. I'm completely just stoked and thrilled and happy with it. And I really feel like Christopher Eccleston did a really good job. Um, uh, Movie version of Malekith. I don't have his comic book version unlocked yet. You get that when you do this quest right here, which obviously I need a lot more gold bricks to do. Um, but here he is, Malekith the Accursed. He's a little more colorful in the comic books, and you know, like I was saying though, Thor: God of Thunder is just an absolutely fantastic book. Really need to read it. The God Killer stuff is really cool, and now the stuff that they're doing with Malekith is really cool. Really does a good job showing off Thor. If you haven't seen the movie yet, definitely do yourself a favor. My favorite Marvel movie by far. And it's actually not even just really, really happy with it. Here we have Curse. Um, there is also a comic version of Curse in the game. Alas, I do not have him unlocked yet. I want to say he's like right up here somewhere. I don't have him unlocked yet. I guess maybe it would have been better to do the video around then, but this is actually just for the Asgard DLC pack. So not the end of the world. Um, I'm over in this area right here because, this is where you go to get the, Bifrosty reception mission. Heimdall is over here. You could do some missions for Heimdall. This would be kind of funny considering these guys fight in the movie. Um, and this is also where you do one of the Deadpool missions. Curse is basically your average big guy, and Malekith, obviously, he shoots fireballs, and when you hold down B, he turns invisible. So, uh, there you go. So also included with the DLC pack, you have Odin, and we also have Jane Foster. So Odin, of course, is the father of Thor, and he plays a lot like Loki, in a way. He does shoot out of his staff. There's nothing really to shoot over here or lock onto. He's melee in this regard, and he just killed Thor's wife. There we go. Shoots his lasers that way. I don't know. Actually, I do know. It's lightning. So there he is shooting his lightning. See if I can position the camera to, yeah, so there we go. There's a cool little view of Odin firing his lightning. So I try to be as cinematic as possible when I do these videos. But yeah, Odin, son of, or father of Thor. He does not fly. And not Mary Jane, Jane Foster, she just punches shit and stands there. So it's okay. She's Natalie Portman in real life, and Natalie Portman is absolutely gorgeous. So I really have no use for this. I would have rather had a dark elf or something in her place, but nope, had to go with Natalie Portman. So can't complain too much. We also have Lady Sif in the Warrior 3. We've got Lady Sif there, and right here we have Volstagg. It's kind of weird seeing him. I don't know, I feel like he has dreads in the movie. So here's the thing about these characters, and why the DLC pack is a little boring in a way. They're just warriors. That's all they are. I think of characters like Silver Samurai and Gamora from the main game. They're just, you know, hack and slash characters, so they don't do a whole lot. You know, Lady Sif, of course, does the same thing. You know, all kind of the same moves. You know, nothing special. She'll just sheath her sword. I don't know. I guess it's useful if you're just looking to hack and slash some stuff, but I understand why they have this DLC pack. It really does make a lot of sense, you know, considering Thor: The Dark World is the current Marvel movie that's out. They were able to kind of cross-promote the two. And obviously the Warriors 3 make a lot of sense. Yeah, so that is that. And let's see what else we got here. Where are we at? Fanjul. That's what you know, one of the things I brought up in, here we got Hogan, and we've got Fanjul, our last two characters. Again, same thing, you know, sword, hack and slash, sheath it, and of course Hogan has his mace. They don't even throw them. Hogan does not look very Asian. This is very clearly the comic version of him, and you know, that's that. So Fanjul, obviously, it bothered me when I was watching the movie, because you know, there's two different actors that actually played Fanjul in the two movies. The first movie, there's a guy named Josh Dallas, who apparently, I don't know what he's famous from, but I thought he was fantastic in the first Thor. And I was actually pretty sad that he didn't make it into the second one. Excuse me. But you know, you really can't complain too much, because Zachary Levi actually ended up playing Fanjul in the second movie. And of course, if you know Zachary Levi, mostly from Chuck, he was the star of that show. So I mean, he's a good actor, and he did a really good job with Fanjul. But I thought that Josh Dallas, like, really, to me, made the character, you know, a little bit more hilarious. I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm grasping at straws here. Maybe some of you guys will agree with me. I don't know. I really just felt like, you know, both Fanjuls were really cool. I know they're both minor characters in the grand scheme of things, but I prefer Josh Dallas over Zachary Levi, or Levi, however it's pronounced. But you know, in all, you know, when you compare this DLC to the the other DLC, where you end up with Winter Soldier, Symbiote Spider-Man, Hawkeye Classic, Falcon, Dark Phoenix, Beta Ray Bill, A-Bomb, and Thanos. It's really tough to, say I would rather have the Asgard DLC, unless you're just a massive Thor fan. I mean, really, the only two interesting characters to play as are Odin and Malekith from Dark World. All the other characters are fairly generic and boring. Not their fault. They are accurate to how they should be, but they're just not fun to play with. Um, these two characters right here definitely make the DLC. Um, they're a lot of fun to play with, and really make it a little bit more interesting. But like I said, when you compare the two, if you had to pick one or the other, which quite frankly you don't. I mean, this DLC at this point is available for purchase, and I think it's like $3. I really think everybody can spare $6 to get them both if you don't have either. Um, I would definitely go with the other DLC over this one. And I'm a huge Thor fan, so as it stands, the comic versions of Malekith and Curse are better than the movie versions, but it is what it is. Still a fun DLC pack. Totally understood why they did it. Just in honor of Thor: The Dark World being out in theaters. Had to take a drink break right there. My voice has been really scratchy lately. I've been battling a cold, and it's been, killing my voice. So, apologies for that. Thanks for bearing with me. I do promise. I did make the video last night, saying what do you want me to do next. I do promise that all of you guys that gave me some great ideas, I'm going to do my best to focus on those ideas. I know guys like Lego Alex 99 gave me a really good idea. Um, uh, you know, um, I'm kind of going off the top of my head. Uh, People wanting to see um, best of all the flying characters, stuff like that. Also, keep in mind that I've done a lot of the videos you guys are asking for. Top 10, my top 10 favorite characters. I've done unlock locations for every character. I've done a video for every character in the game. So chances are, if you just search the channel, or if you go to my, I have a playlist. So you can go to the playlist, and it should have all the videos listed there. You could definitely find probably everything that you're looking for. There's definitely some of you guys that a lot of you guys had great ideas, and I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to do some of that stuff. Um, but for now, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned a little bit about Thor. I didn't really maybe say too much, but I can definitely tell you, Thor: The Dark World, fantastic movie, absolutely loved it. I know you will too. It's a little bit darker than the first one. It definitely has more action. Um, the characters are, already pretty established, so it's a little more in depth. Even the stuff with Darcy and Jane Foster is a little more tolerable. Um, you know, I mean, they made the Facebook joke and stuff like that in the first movie, so whatever. It's no big deal to me, but I know it rubs some people the wrong way. Uh, Definitely a really awesome story. Definitely stay after the credits. There is a massively big named actor who has a cameo, and he definitely was not expecting him. Definitely plays into what's going to happen with later movies. So definitely check that out. Um, I really can't rave about this movie enough. I felt like it was emotional. It was dark. It was just, fun, action packed. Just loved Thor: The Dark World. So go and see it in theaters now. It's probably, getting close to being done. But in any event, I'm almost out of time. I don't really, I guess, have a time limit, but trying to close this in 15 minutes. So thanks a lot, guys. J Shock Blast.